Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are back on F1 Clash as always. And in today's video, we are gonna be having a discussion with some races as examples on a better understanding between different setups you can use and the best combination of setups plus drivers you can apply to get a more fair matchmaking, a more fair qualifying session. Even if you get, let's say, a stronger rival with a higher team score, you can still be able to give him a good fight, and you can even win the race, to be honest. So in this video, we are gonna be seeing two different setups with two different lineups of drivers. And the thing is, both of these combinations nearly have the same team score, and you are about to see the difference in qualifying sessions between two different combinations and which one gives the better and the more fair, let's say, matchmaking and qualifying. So let's have a look at the first combination, in which I'm gonna be using Mick Schumacher at level 6 with George Russell at level 1. And currently I decided to use my best driver with a, let's say, a weak tier driver or a low series driver, which is Mick from series 1. And I currently have a team score of 840. And in this combination, I'm gonna be using this setup here. It is considered as a fast pit stop time setup. Let's take a screenshot for the thumbnail. And you can just see that I'm basically using a weak setup with kind of a strong lineup of drivers. As for my second combination, you can just see here that I'm currently using Alex Albon at level 3 and Kevin Magnussen at level 3 as well. And basically these drivers are considered not strong drivers, they are weak drivers comparing to Series 12 drivers. And I'm using my highest PAGR setup with 4.27 average pit stop time, 101 arrow, 95 grip, and basically this is my strongest setup for Grand Prix events, and it has a team score of 849. So we are gonna see in this video the difference between the qualifying sessions of each combination, and basically you are gonna be shocked that let's say the weakest setup plus drivers combination is gonna be giving you the more fair qualifying sessions. So I'm here gonna be facing an AI. Many of you are gonna be asking me, how did you know? Right, first of all, I do screen recording, then I record my audio. So we are here gonna be facing, I believe it is Charles at Epic Rarity and Carlos Sainz at Rare version. And we are gonna be starting from P16 and P24. And I decided here to go for a two-stop strategy with Mick Schumacher and a one-stop strategy with George Russell. So basically this qualifying is considered fair, as first of all I'm facing one epic driver, which is Charles. I'm facing as well one rare driver, which is Carlos Sainz, which is considered equal to my level 6 Schumacher. And you can just see that we got lucky here. First of all with the start, second of all we just got a safety car literally after a couple of corners from the start of the race, and we are already in the lead. So all you need to do here is just keep conserving. I believe around this track the safety car always comes out behind the car in P1, which means every single car on track is gonna be overtaking the safety car. And this safety car right here, like, it gives us the chance to go for an extra lap with Mick Schumacher, which means I'm gonna be going for a one-stop strategy as well. We're gonna be going for 4 laps on the soft compound with Mick. We are gonna be pitting without service on a new set of hard tires, and we go to finish from there. As for Russell, I'm gonna be going with the normal strategy, let's say, with a one-stop strategy, 4 laps on the medium compound and another 4 laps on the mediums as well. And basically this is gonna be a win for us. This is gonna be an easy win for us, simply because this weak setup plus a kind of strong lineup of drivers is gonna give you, let's say, a more fair matchmaking. And basically you are gonna be facing most of the time bots, AI rivals. So the thing is, many of you have been asking over on YouTube that I'm using currently my strongest drivers. I'm using stock setups, and of course they are in Series 7, Series 8, probably Series 9. The thing is, the moment you start using your strongest drivers plus your strongest setup, you are gonna be facing, if it is AIs, you are gonna be facing double Series 12 epic drivers, which is basically gonna be devastating for you, and you won't stand a chance against those drivers. Basically, it is just impossible to win against them, because Series 12 drivers always go for the extra lap, and even if they are nearly out of tires, they would go for this extra lap, which is honestly insane, and they never run out of tires. That is a first. So after seeing here the tire management that George Russell had, I decided to go for an extra lap. I decided to go for a 5th lap here, and we are gonna be going to pit with service this time, and we are gonna be boosting for 3 laps at the end of this one, which is gonna be a win 100% for us. One thing that many of you have been asking me is that while they are playing the race, they are struggling to pay attention in which lap they currently are. So just forget the lap count at the top of the screen. All you need to do is just look at the image of your driver at the bottom of the screen, and you can see at the top right of each box, you can see 22, which is the position Mick is in currently. You can see his name, and to the right you can see lap 5, which means Mick is currently in lap 5. And when he crosses the line, you're gonna see that this lap count is gonna change to 6. And for Russell here, luckily we got out in front of Charles. We are gonna be boosting to finish now with him. He's gonna have tires, he's not gonna have breakdown, and this is gonna be a win 100%. All we have to do is keep defending with Mick and never let the rival overtake us. Obviously, your rival always has a better chance of overtaking you, and especially that Mick doesn't have that strong overtaking even at level 6 comparing to AI cars or AI drivers from higher series. So you can just see here how much he's struggling. And yeah, you can see as well how the lap count is still changing. So this is how you know, guys, in which lap you currently are, and this info is for those who doesn't know how to know in which lap they are. And yeah, basically this is a fair matchmaking we got here. This is a fair win. It's not even a hard race. We got lucky at the start, which is the most important thing that you need to get in each race. If you get a bad start, then basically the race is over, even if you are facing let's say a weaker rival. And you can just see that Sainz is nearly out of tires, and he just stopped boosting, which is honestly crazy. Obviously he's gonna run out of tires. There's no way on the soft compound he's gonna be able to make it to finish. And Russell did finish the race in P7. Mick is finishing in P18, and that is gonna be an easy win for us. Now we move on to the next setup, the next combination of drivers plus setup, and let's see how we are gonna be qualifying. So now we are gonna be changing to loadout number 2 with my highest PAGR setup with Albon and Magnussen at level 3, both of them, and you are gonna be seeing how different the qualifying session is. It doesn't even matter what's the team score you are currently having or using. We have 849. We have the exact same team score with our rival here, 849 as well. The race is gonna be on Abu Dhabi as well, but just take a look here at the qualifying session we are gonna be getting. So let us see what drivers our rival has, and qualifying up until now it looks decent, but you can just see here that Norris from Series 12 qualified in P13. We got the qualifying in P21 and P23, and I decided to go for a one-stop strategy with both of my drivers. Hopefully we can go for 5 laps here with Magnussen on the hard compound. We are gonna be going for 4 laps with Albon on the medium compound. And this is what I always talk about, the perfect start you can have. You can just see how my drivers are pushing, and we just got lucky at the start. And this shows you guys that qualifying relies more on the drivers and not on the setup. I'm currently using my strongest setup. My rival here, because he has Lando Norris in Series 12, that means he doesn't have a strong setup. That means he has a weak setup, because Lando Norris is gonna be making that difference between team scores, between myself and him. And this is where you need to know that when building your combination, you need to rely more on your drivers and not on your setup. So just go and use your strongest drivers, or you can use one strongest driver and one weak driver with a medium setup or a weak setup, which is always gonna give you a fair matchmaking and an easy matchmaking. Of course, you are gonna be facing a Series 12 driver, but your Series 12 driver is gonna be so close to your rival Series 12 driver, but your weak driver is gonna be way in front of the other driver. And this shows you that this matchmaking was literally impossible, and we just got lucky there because of the start we had. So this setup kicks in probably in race, and you have a better car, of course, but the thing is, with such bad overtaking at this stage of the game, yeah, you have to rely on your drivers more than the setup. And I'm gonna be going for one extra lap here with Alex Albon. We are gonna be pitting for a new set of mediums without service. Let's just have a look at Magnussen. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be pitting with him. If he can cross the line above, let's say 20%, I'm gonna be going for 5 laps with him. Currently, Albon is in P8 and Magnussen is in P13. Albon is in P9 at the moment. He's losing positions, but that is completely fine. As long as we are in front of the rival, then that is completely fine. So Magnussen can go for an extra lap here. So he is above 20%. We can afford going for this extra lap. I'm thinking of, let's service him. Yep, let's service Magnussen, and we're gonna be going for a new set of hard tires, because obviously on the medium compound he's not gonna make it to finish. He's gonna run out of tires, as his maximum is 3 laps, so you cannot boost him for 3 laps on the medium compound. And yeah, we just got lucky here. The strategy of my rival was kind of, let's say, a 2-stop strategy, which gave us the upper hand. We got a decent start at the beginning of this race, and Magnussen here is gonna be ahead of the rival going out of the pits. We are using a 4 something pit stop time, which is kind of similar to the weak setup that I did use in my first race. But all you need to do from now on is just use strong drivers use weak setups, and basically you just saw how different the qualifying session was between two different setups, and basically they both have the same team score, which doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Luckily here for us, we just managed to stay ahead of the leader of this race. You always have to make sure, by the way, not to get lapped by the leaders, because the moment you are lapped, the race is over for you. There's no coming back from there, because even if there's like 3 to 4 seconds difference between P1 and P2, if you get lapped by P1, your driver is gonna be stuck at the edge of the track, and it is gonna take him up to 3-4 seconds to like go back to normal driving, and by that moment you are gonna be lapped by P2, P3, P4, and it's gonna be literally over for you. So all you have to do is just avoid being lapped. It doesn't matter, like, I don't care what it takes, just don't get lapped in the race. And that is an issue when you are using a stock setup. You are just gonna get lapped every single race, which is why I stopped using the stock setup there. So that is gonna be a win for us. We did finish in P11, P12 against an impossible matchmaking basically, but we got lucky in this one, and yeah, that is 2.5 million coins added to our league score. So that is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support lately. Honestly, you guys are amazing. And yeah, that is gonna be it for this one. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for the qualifying round of the Haas Team Series event. Basically, I'm just testing, so I'm gonna be going for Challenger on my mini account, and I might go for Contender on my main account just to see the difference between both of these tiers as qualifying sessions. So until then, please guys, take care and peace.